Hey guys, welcome to the video. I'm Amy and I post three times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. EST. I post lots of first impressions, 3-day foundation wear tests, makeup reviews, monthly favorites, things like that. If that sounds like your kind of content, please make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on anything. In today's video, we are going to talk about my top 5 affordable blushes. Last month I did my top 5 eyeshadow palettes for winter, which I love doing seasonal palette curations. But I thought top 5, that sounds like an excellent idea. So I figured I would do another top 5 this month. I might continue this if you guys like it. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up to let me know that you like this kind of content. If you want to hear what I got to say, then just keep watching. Okay guys, so I actually don't have that many I don't have that many blushes and bronzers and I think highlights, honestly, in my collection. My collection is primarily foundations, eyeshadow palettes, and probably lips. I think lips is probably the next situation. But I did want to give you my top 5 because I have decluttered, I have reined in my collection to make it this small, and I wanted to give you my top 5, my reasons, show you swatches, the 411 on what's going on there. So if you're looking for an affordable blush, then you could reference this video. Maybe you're looking for the same formula, maybe a different color than what I've chosen. Maybe you're looking for a color that I've chosen. So yeah, and again, like I said, I would not be opposed to doing more of these top 5 videos. If you would like to see more top 5 videos, again, like this video, but also let me know down below which one you would want to see next. Okay, now 4 of these are things that you could actually like pick up at your local drugstore. One of these is one that you do have to buy online, but it is quite affordable, so I'm gonna add it in here. So I'm gonna start with, let's start with the one I've had the longest. That is the e.l.f. Bite Size Blush in Lychee. I'll swatch these right now on my hand as I talk about them so I can kind of discuss them with you. But I'm going to insert swatches because I can get the lighting and the quality of the photo way better than I can right here with you. But this is this one. And most of these are like a very similar tone. You're going to find like what I like. But I really do love the formula of this. It's a very powdery formula, but it blends out so easily and it does still pack quite a punch. But I really do like these. They are super affordable. They have a variety of colors and I do like the formula a lot. I do kind of wish that they sold just these in big pans, like regular size pans. I think this formula is better than their round one, their round blush. And that's all I gotta say about that. So I do really love that. Another e.l.f. formula, which shouldn't surprise you if you're not new to my channel, is the, sorry, I took the lid off, the Putty Blushes. And I have the shade Tahiti, and it is a brighter color, a little bit more pink, a little bit more maybe coral of a color, compared to this one is a little bit more like a sun-kissed kind of color. And what I love about this cream formula is that it dries down, so you do not have to put a powder over it. Of course you can, but it lasts really well and it does dry down. So I love both of those formulas and both of those shades very much. The next one I'm going to pull out here is the NYX Sweet Cheeks matte blush. I have the shade Fig. I do believe that they have a glowy version of these blushes, which I do want to check out. And I think that if you were to look at me and you were to look at this, you would think, Amy, there's no way that you would put this on your face, but I really do, and it's a really beautiful shade. It's a super soft formula. It is not as powdery as the e.l.f. one. Like there's not kick up or whatever, but it is very like thin and soft and smooth. This one is deeper. It has more of a like mauve undertone, but it's still very much in that kind of burnt kind of color, kind of a bronzy, mauve-y kind of color almost. And I really love how this blends out. It's very easy to blend out on the face. The texture is very beautiful on these. I really want to try more shades, and I want to try the glowy version as well, but I highly recommend this if you have not tried those. And then the last one that you could go get at a drugstore is the classic Milani Romantic Rose Powder Blush. Now, I just tried this for the first time like a couple months ago, and it's such a beautiful formula. This formula is a little, I would say it's in between, because there is some kick up, but I don't know if it's because of the impression, you know? Like, is all of this powder because I'm knocking off the leaves of this flower? Don't know. But this one is, let's see, I'll put it right there. This one is the palest one that I have. It's right here. And I really love this if I'm doing a bold look that I don't want my cheeks to compete, or I don't know, it's just really, really, really easy every day for my skin tone kind of shade. Again, this is Romantic Rose, but I do love the formula. And then the fifth one here, it is affordable, but you have to buy it online, and I really do love this formula. It is the Juicy Peng Blusher. This is the shade Guava, Guava, which is PK03. I bought this off Yes Style. I know you can buy it other places. I will link some places below you can find it. But sometimes it'll say the shade name like Guava, and sometimes it will just have the code, which is PK03. So I want to give those both to you. But this is, I'm going to show you full pigment first. This is a really beautiful shade. It actually quite reminds me of the e.l.f. shade. It's kind of like this coral shade, but it's kind of creamy. So that's it full, and it blends out so easily. Like, I can't even. So if you are scared of a liquid blush and you're fair, especially, like, that's the one for you. I mean, look at how sheer it gets. Let's talk about texture a little bit. So this one is reflective. It's radiant. It does have like a gold shimmer running through it, but you do not see it at all. It just comes off as something that's very skin-like and reflective on the skin. It blends out so easily. You could use your fingers, you could use a sponge, you could use a brush, whatever you want to use. This is a very malleable product, and you get a lot for how much I would use on a regular basis. I think this would last me a very, very long time. They have other shades. I do have a brighter shade as well, but this one is definitely my favorite. But as far as formulas, let's see. This one is a little bit more radiant. This one is matte. This one is matte. And then these two have kind of like a soft focus appeal to them. They aren't radiant. They're not glowy in any way, shape, or form, but they do have like a little bit of a something to them that gives them a little bit more life than the matte ones. The matte ones are matte. They are matte. Obviously, the cream one looks a little bit more creamy on the skin, but the lychee one, it's a matte blush, so if you don't want anything kind of, radiant in any way, shape, or form, this would be your bet. But you do get the highlight with it too, so let me dip back and forth between them to see right here. So you could create a really lovely, glowy blush as well if that's something you'd be interested in. This one has a lot of versatility. Again, super duper affordable. Like, highly, highly recommend this. If you are into cream blushes, highly, highly recommend this. If you've never tried a cream blush, try this one out. I think it will help you kind of lean into the cream blush thing a little bit, because it is so easy to use, blends out so easily, and it does dry down. So it's not a fussy formula in any way, shape, or form. So these are two that I think, like, you should probably definitely pick them up. I mean, that would be like less than $10 right here. So highly recommend those. And then again, these two are really beautiful. I think this is a super unique shade that not a lot of drugstore blushes come in a shade like this. And then this one, if you aren't a blush person, this is the blush for you if you're fair. It's beautiful. I really do. I love all of these. Like, I can't I can't tell you, guys. I can't tell you. I love them all. That's why these are my top. That's why these ones have stayed in my collection after all my declutters and all my reorganizations and everything like that. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know a quick little snapshot of my top 5 affordable blushes. But yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me out so much and I appreciate it so much. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!